Hey, this is Bobby with Lounge Posting, and today we're going to be reacting to the Pokemon battle between Jake, which is JKL623, and Tristan, which is SH1Z4M, which is his attempt at spelling Shazam. So we're going to react to the teams first. So, Tyranitar, he's, no introduction needed. Pinkfish guy, he seems like he's ready to go. He's a dragon water type, so he's got like at least one weakness, I imagine. Pawmot, that one. Volcarona, but like evil Volcarona from the future. Triangle Fish, Dragapult, Dragon Ghost, I don't know anything about typing. And Sandaconda, who looks like he's water weak, and maybe grass. I don't know if grass affects ground, I don't remember. So, I mean, Jake's got a pretty good team here, I think. Especially with a Tyranitar and Pinkfish guy. So that's cool. Tristan's team, Sableye. I absolutely love Sableye. Sableye is one of my favorite Pokemon because he just looks like an absolute goon. Lycanroc, I don't know how to say it. Dog, evil dog guy. Pyroar, he's like fire normal, so water maybe, I think. Toxtricity, I like his design a lot. He looks really cool. Banana Chin, the Tropius. He's from Gen 3, I think, if I remember. So I like him, I guess. And then, like, Donphan, but also evil and from the future. So, alright. I don't know anything about, like, typing. Like, I mean, this guy's weak to water, I think. Psychic, maybe? I have absolutely no idea for Toxtricity. Literally none. Fire, I think, and ice too. I don't know. Water. Anyways, let's get into it. So, Jake starts with my special little guy, Tyranitar, versus Lil Green Ghoul. So, it's literally Tyranitar versus Lil Green Ghoul, which, I mean, Sableye is, better, in my opinion, because it's like one of my favorite Pokemon. So, all right, let's go. So, Jake immediately switches out to Pinkfish, known as Eel Sushi. I'm assuming that was a good move. Dark. Tyranitar's Rock and Dark, which I didn't even know that until now. So that means that Jake was fearful of Sableye doing some shenanigans. Which, ooh, there were some shenanigans. Sableye uses, what was the name of it? Trick, which I think switches their held items. So Eel Sushi gained a lagging tail, and Lil Green Ghoul gained leftovers. So that was a pretty good. I don't even want to say it was a read, because I'm pretty sure Tristan was just gonna be using that anyways with something called lagging tail, which I'm assuming makes the holder go last. And there's a sandstorm thanks to Tyranitar. So yes, Eel Sushi is going to be going last, then 152 to 289. Like, that's pretty much guaranteed to outspeed Sableye, but Sableye goes first because of the lagging tail that he gave to Eel Sushi. He uses Taunt. I don't really know what that does. Can't use Nasty Plot. Okay. So, Sandstorm, Hazard, but Sableye is just going to keep healing it off, but Tristan switches to a shiny Pyroar. Are all of his Pokemon shiny? I don't know why he would do that. I don't know why he would switch to Mufasa, because water, like, yeah, I don't know what Tristan was doing there. I would have just kept Sableye until he died, because that's just how I am. So Jake got a pretty good hit, one-hit KO with Surf. So Tristan goes to Banana Chin, Littlefoot, and terrestrializes him, I guess. So now he's a fairy type instead of grass and flying, which I don't know why he would change to fairy if he's probably got a grass move and he's weak to grass. So he uses Dragon Pulse. Dragon is effective against Dragon, that much I do know. So yeah, he's immune. Oh, okay. Fairy's immune to Dragon, so I'm assuming, okay. I'm assuming Tristan knew that Fairy was immune to Dragon and was predicting a Dragon Pulse. Or whatever, Dragon move. Some kind of Dragon something against him. So another Dragon Pulse by Littlefoot takes out Pinkfish, which evens it up to 1-on-1, and the Sandstorm fades, but here comes Sandaconda. And Tristan is going to charge Solar Beam with Littlefoot, hoping that he's not going to get KO'd this turn. Which, honestly, I don't know if that's even a possibility, considering that Sandaconda is a ground type. Oh, but he's a fairy now, so it doesn't really matter if Tropius was originally grass and flying. So now Sandaconda should be able to hit him, but he's here for the vibes, so let's see. He uses Glare. Paralyzed, okay. And hits him with Zen Headbutt for 25, but Solar Beam hits and one-hit KOs. So now it's 2 down, 1 down. It's a 4v5, but here comes Steel Bug with Quark Drive, which I'm assuming does something to do with speed. Tristan switches out to a shiny Bluey 2, which I'm assuming was a good play because of fire versus rock. But he uses Sludge Wave, hoping for potentially a poison. I don't know if Sludge Wave actually poisons. I'm just assuming it does. But as we can see, Lycanroc has leftovers, so it didn't actually do too much. With an Energy Ball that takes out Lycanroc, that was, I mean, yeah, nothing you can really do there. Tusk Act 4-2 gets hit with another Energy Ball, but with one Earthquake from Tusk Act 4-2, Steel Bug goes down 1 hit. So he brings out Baby Cannon. I'm assuming just to clean up, because, I mean, his other Pokemon don't seem like they would really do a whole lot against him. 161 minimum speed. Oh, but he outspeeds with 2, so it didn't really matter. But he's got Dragapult out with a 3-on-4. So yeah, there goes the, what's his name? Great Tusk. Great Tusk is gone, which means it's now 3-on-3, which is fairly even. I would say Jake has somewhat of a lead, just because one of Tristan's Pokemon has a status affliction, but that doesn't really matter. On top of that, there is the Sandstorm that comes in whenever Tyranitar comes out. So he's basically got faux entry hazards. Phantom Force, Baby Cannon vanished. I don't know what that really does. All I know is Phantom Forces was like a Roblox game, I think. So I'm assuming it might have something to do with that, but probably not. Causes the Dragon Pulse to miss because he's nowhere. But Phantom Force does take out the MF Banana Chin. So Tristan sends out his Nathaniel B. Toxtricity. I wish I knew what this reference was. Don't really know typings. I'm assuming Toxtricity is better because of poison, but we'll see. Okay, so never mind. I was completely wrong. Like, in literally, I could not have been more wrong than that with a one-hit KO. It seems like it's been mostly just one-hit KOs from the get-go. So it's 3-on-1. Tristan's got a Sableye, so hopefully Tristan can do literally anything, because it's kind of been... I don't want to say it's even really been, like, close. Tristan has kind of made some blunders, but we'll see what happens. Alright, he tricks, so he switches the leftovers with a Life Orb. Okay. Don't know what Life Orb does. 25 damage, 28 damage. Okay, so about half. And he's gonna regain health. So this seems like it's done. Okay, Jake. Okay, Jake. Jake wants to have some fun. So he switches out to T-Tar, which is going to set up that Sandstorm. Jake could have just finished it and just won, but Jake's looking to have some fun here with Tyranitar with the Sandstorm damage. So he terrestrializes into water, and Tristan uses Reflect, so now we know all of Sableye's moves and know that he can't really do a whole lot here. One Surf takes out... Wow, Jake. You put Surf on a Tyranitar. I didn't even know Tyranitar could learn Surf. But with that's the end. 17 turns, I mean, that's more than 16 turns. So that's pretty cool. So, I mean, really, I would say... I don't know what turn it... Hold on. What turn was it that he switched out to Pyroar? Turn 3? Yeah, so, like, that was literally the worst play I think he could have made. He is Dragon Water. So, and I mean... Tristan doesn't exactly have a whole lot to do against a water type. Like, Tropius, yeah, but I think Dragon affects flying. I don't actually know, that could be false. But this pink fish is kind of scary, man. With like a one hit with Surf, I mean, like, that probably would have taken out Mufasa and Great Tusk and Lycanroc. So I think Tristan was just kind of saying, hey, this is the worst, or like, this is the best choice. Granted, it's a knockout, but it's like the best choice that he could make at that time. So, what other blunders really were there? This was a really good play on Tristan's part to Dragon Pulse on a Dragon type, like Dragon affects Dragon, and switching to Fairy to prevent Dragon damage. Like, that was a really good play. However, it didn't really do much in the long run because Jake would switch out after Eel Sushi faints, goes to Sandaconda, and Sandaconda didn't really do a lot. He paralyzed him, but I'm assuming that's what I'm assuming that's what Jake had intended with the here for the vibes. Like, he just had Sandaconda be a more, what do you call it? Like, hazards, but not hazards. Like, status afflictor. But that Sandaconda wouldn't be here for long because of Tropius. Beyond that, it was really a fairly linear game. Switching out to Bluey 2 with the fear of a fire against... fear of anything, really, against Tropius. But it was actually a really good play because I guess Rock resists poison. I don't think Tristan really had expected there to be a Sludge Wave. I'm assuming he expected there to be... like maybe a fire move or something that would have done a lot more damage to Tropius. So he switched to Rock to resist as much as he could, which worked out for a bit. But this guy, it wouldn't really seem it because their speed stats seem to be relatively similar, which then means that Jake built this to be fast, and either Jake built this to be really fast and Tristan just didn't really think about speed here, or Tristan did think about speed, but it just wasn't enough. Which I'm assuming Tristan, having a decently slow team to begin with, had him as his fastest Pokemon. However, Jake probably just bolstered speed into him and was going for just like type coverage with a grass move and a poison move, and his energy ball would be really good because it just gets rid of Lycanroc, and I'm pretty sure it just almost completely gets rid of Great Tusk, followed by the Psychic Fangs from Baby Cannon getting rid of Great Tusk. Granted, Great Tusk did get rid of Steel Bug, so it made it an evener match, but there was just too much there was just too much type advantage that Jake had against the rest of Tristan's team. And just like, I think Jake has had more exposure to Pokemon, so he might have a better understanding of it. Granted, I have almost no understanding of it. My knowledge of Pokemon is that grass affects water, water affects fire, fire affects grass, and like a few more than that. So I can't really talk. All I know is that almost all of Jake's moves were one-hit KOs, and almost all of Tristan's moves were one-hit KOs. So yeah, I mean, that was really it. At this point, they were just memeing. Like, they kind of knew that Tristan wasn't gonna win, so they were just having some fun. You know, Jake and Tristan, very similar in humors. Granted, Tristan's is a little different, and so, well, I guess that would make them both different. But they're there for a good laugh. They're there for a good laugh. And with the Surf from Tyranitar, for some reason, I genuinely didn't know Tyranitar could learn Surf, it being a Rock and Dark type. A Surf takes out Sableye, and that wins it. So I mean, like, you know, it wasn't like a terrible game. It could have been a lot more one-sided. There were some really good plays, but Jake did have half his team left and got plenty of one-hit KOs, and we didn't even get to see Pawmot. He was just chilling there. He was the moral support. He was the bench warmer. And honestly, if it wasn't for him, I don't think that Jake would have won. If Pawmot weren't there, because you really need a cheerleader. You really need someone to you know, cheer you on. You know. I mean, you know, that was a pretty good game. I enjoyed it. Granted, I wish Sableye would have done more because I like Sableye. But, like, what can you do? I don't know who next week is. I don't know who Jake is up against. I don't know if there's going to be a loser's bracket. I don't know much about Pokemon. I know, like, 3 of these Pokemon, and that's it. Like, so that's where I'm at. So yeah, thanks for watching. I probably won't be narrating the next one, nor the next few of them. So yeah, look forward to probably Kyle. Maybe. Kyle or Ben. So yeah, thanks for watching. We will see you next time.